Well, hello everyone. How are you? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am simply Cindy. I am a medium, a hypnotherapist, an herbalist. I'm all of it. Um, but mainly I'm a medium. So when I'm talking to spirit and I'm talking to the other side and I'm talking to my higher self and I'm talking to the universe, um, some really insightful stuff comes about. And I had this thought of, I should probably write this stuff down and let people know what these conversations are about because they do help us on our journey. So in going along with me trying to be on here every day and do a video every day, I thought I'd do this series. So this is going to be random thoughts from a medium, things I've learned. If you guys could like, share, and subscribe, and the reason I'm asking is because I'm not doing any other social media except for this. I do have a Discord, um, and we're still building that. So, on with the show. Okay, here we go. So, random thoughts from a medium. Things I've learned edition. Number one, did you know if you close your eyes and imagine, your brain and your subconscious don't know the difference? So, there was a study done on athletes, and they had put group A and group B. And in group A, they asked them to work out. And in group B, they asked them only to think about working out, to envision, how they did their workout, the exercises that they did. And what they found at the end of the study was amazing. What they found was there was very little difference between the group that actually worked out and the group that just thought about working out, that envisioned working out. Um, they found that the results were virtually the same. And so what they saw was that sometimes the visual was more powerful and sometimes the action was more powerful. But definitely when you did both, the vision and the action, it was very, very powerful. So I say this to say when I'm consciously trying to manifest, because we manifest all the time. But when I'm consciously trying to manifest, I try to get into that imaginary state, that fantasy state, that envisioned state. Even and I envision myself like that's what I'm doing. That's who I am. Um, Even if I'm not at that point at that time, because our brain and our subconscious doesn't know the difference. So the next time that you want to consciously manifest, try doing it that way and remember this study. Okay, on to number two. Number two, your life is always trying to have you experience, learn, and understand. And this is what I've gathered and understood from my higher self. Okay? The uncomfortable and the irritating and the agitated feeling that I have is trying to get me or get you to move in a different direction. So your joy and your happiness and your peacefulness and excitement, that's also telling you something. It's showing you or it's directing you that yes, this is what I want to experience. This is what I want to learn. This is what I want to understand, right? And if you don't adhere to the uncomfortableness or the irritation, when you don't adhere to those things, when you sort of try to ignore them, they just get louder. They get more obvious. So things go awry, right? And the reason is because your soul, your subconscious, your higher self is trying to get you to go into the different direction, right? And so at its core, what we want here is to learn, is to experience. And when we experience, we learn and we grow and we come to understanding, right? Even moving in the wrong direction, like what we consider wrong direction, even moving in the direction where it causes irritation and anxiety and all that, it's there to help us understand something. And then when we move into the direction with ease, that's the state that we want to be, right? So That's something that Spirit has taught me, that my higher self has taught me. But at the core, it's that we came to Earth and we came in this lifetime to experience these things. We want to experience them from our point of view, from our perspective, right? So that's number two. Number three, stop being fearful. Be fearless. Every excuse about why you can't or won't is crap. Like, it's crap. It's based in fear. You have to understand that you are God. You are an aspect of God. And I know that's not a very, like, socially accept thing to say, but it's true. You are an aspect of God. You are God in essence, right? So behave like God. Know that you can experience anything. And whatever your heart desires, that's an indication to you that that's what you want to experience. That's what you're trying to create. If it's a desire in your mind and in your heart, it's telling you, it's your soul telling you you want to experience this. You're trying to create this because you want to know what this is. You want to understand it. You want to learn. You want to enjoy the emotion of it and see it create in physical. Because we can create in spirit when we're our light and we don't have a body, we can create all day long, but it's not physical. That's why we have this physical body and we are in this physical realm, in this reality. So understand that when you have a desire and when you have a yearning or a thought, a concept, it's because that's your soul telling you you want to experience it, right? Number four, um, why do we treat others as we would like to be treated? Because I am you and you are me, and there is only one consciousness. There really is only one consciousness. And anyone who comes in front of you is you. It's just a different aspect of you. And that's a hard concept for people to understand. Like, it really is a different aspect of you. They're just, and the reason they come in front of you is because they're trying to mirror you, show you something that you don't see. Almost like your shadow side, almost like the where your blinders are at, you don't see it. And so what we've done is we have somebody come in before us to kind of show us the things that we like, show us the things that we don't like, show us the way that we'd like to be or not like to be. Does that make sense? So, again, at the core, what we came here to do is experience. We came here to experience. That's the core. And in experience, in the fact that we experience, we will learn and we will understand. And that's the growth. That makes our light bigger. Okay? Does that make sense? Number five, if your perception, and this is from my higher self, if your perception, because everybody has a different perception, some people think we're broken. Other people understand that we're not broken. You never have been broken. Some people think you need to be healed. Other people think you don't need to be healed. You just need to be aligned. Other people think, uh, I mean, there's a lots of different perspectives. That's why we're all different, but the same. Does that make sense? And so, because we're all one consciousness. So, what my higher self has said is, if it helps you to understand one of the, like, a reason for you to be here is a mission, right? If it helps you to understand this, then understand that your mission is to collect data and send it back to the one consciousness, to source, to God, to the universe, whatever you call that bigger love being, right? Energy, which is us, right? It's just your mission would be to receive data, to collect it, and to send it back to the one consciousness through our unique perspective. We each have a unique perspective. Like, let me try to give you an understanding. The way that I see the color blue may not be the same way that you see the color blue. It's a different perspective. It's the same color, but it may not be the exact same through my eyes than it is through your eyes. Does that make sense? And number six, undoing what you are indoctrinated to think and believe. Now, this is a big one because we have, and I thought I'd bring this up because we have Saturn transiting into Pisces for this next 18 months. It's like 16 months now, 17 months now. But undoing what we were indoctrinated, this is what Saturn is helping us understand in Pisces, right? Our belief systems, what we were taught is not what we came to understand and is not what we want to be, right? And so we already, for those people who think, like, we already live in heaven. Do you believe me? Of course not. And why? Because we were all taught to believe we must live here first and try to get to someplace better. We must suffer through this and then we can have better. And they knew we are thoughts manifested, right? They knew our thoughts would manifest. And so, and by they, I mean, it isn't until this, what, last 100 years that, and even 50 years, that we have actually um, been privy to these ancient texts, to these ancient studies, to these ancient ways, right? We have been kept from that. And so by they, I mean the people that kept that from us, the organizations, the societal way of doing things. Like back in the old days, you know, you had to be a priest or you had to be some sort of something to be able to put your eyes upon these books and put your eyes in to understand these ways. Like they would like give us little bits and pieces, but they wouldn't give us the whole story. And they did this, and what it's done is they knew that because our thoughts manifest, we they could keep us almost like a hierarchy, right? Which is ridiculous. So by they, that's who I mean. They knew if we can cause them to think they are less than, they are not happy, they are not joyful, they are not abundant, then this is what they will manifest, right? This is a false narrative and it's unfortunate. This makes me angry. There are organizations and societies that don't want us to know what we are and what we can do. Because we can do a lot. We just have to remember. So they say, let's have everyone believe this way so we can make it easy on ourselves. And by they, again, the organizations, the societies. And they say, well, they are making that their reality. We will make this our heaven. And I say, and I think we all should say, no more. No more. You have to understand. This is what I get from my higher self, from the universe, from source, from spirit. This place is heaven. This is heaven. There is beauty beyond words here. Get in a car and go across your country. Like, I'm in America. Get in the car and go across America, and you will see the beauty of the land, right? There's beauty here. There's peace beyond words here. You will stand in some places on this earth and you will know peace. I have. That it's peaceful. So there's peace here. There is beauty here. There is excitement beyond words here. There's abundance beyond words here. There's so much abundance. What we've been taught is not true. There's so much abundance. There's so much peace. There's so much excitement. There's so much joy. There is creation beyond words here. This is heaven. Is this the only heaven? No. But this is heaven. So we should start living like it's heaven. We are here to create an experience. And through that, we learn and we understand, right? But we're here to create an experience. Like, what other place do we know? I mean, I know some of us don't know beyond Earth, but there aren't very many places where you can not only create, but get to experience. And I've seen this in people that I've put under. like their lives, where they were just light and they were the keepers of certain things. You know, they just got to create it. They didn't get to experience it, or they just got to experience it. They didn't get to create it. We get to do both here. This is heaven. We are here to learn and live. We are here to learn to live in the now. Collect data, remember, and send it back to the one consciousness. You already know you are eternal. You are supposed to live every moment to its fullest. You are supposed to live your best life now, not when you transition, not wait until you die and then. No, you do it now. Now. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching my video. Love you, love you, love you. Bye.